We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job.
Ball in the air, intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a productive play on first down. The RPO, it's complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looking to pass on second down. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To the air on first down. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And it's on the ground. Up with a huge fumble recovery. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. For tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. It's Hubbard. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Steps away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now they'll run the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Illinois lining up quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his production.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Feeling some heat. He's got his man. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. He completed the pass, but welcome to college football, freshman. He took a hit there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, jet sweep pass. Oh, what a move to get open. Illinois right back to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Still looking. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Makes the grab and fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. They'll go to the air. Buying some time. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short game. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers the big...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Delivers the contact. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Illinois lining up quickly. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the ground. He's got it again. Makes his man miss.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of... because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Using his feet. Touchdown Illini! They take the lead with the 6.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A first down for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That last completion sets them up on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois right back to the line. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force For a solid pickup on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll go to the air on third and short. Pulls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes one man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on it. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
That makes the score Minnesota 35, Illinois 20.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Tackle is made after the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to...
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Shakes off the tackler. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the... go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're going to throw it again. It's complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Still on his feet. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Avoids pressure. It's complete on the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Burns up, 3rd down.
Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.